Okay, today is the day. This floor is coming up. We are replacing it with this floor and this disgusting, gross toilet that cannot get cleaned. As you can see, all of that under there. I have done everything in my power to clean this toilet. It's gotta go. Yeah, it's getting replaced. Hey everyone, welcome to the channel. Welcome back if you are new. My name is Jess and today is the long-awaited day that we finally get rid of this old toilet. This toilet's been here since 1996 and it's just ready to go. The main reason, there's actually two main reasons we decided to replace it. Number one, it clogs all the time. And number two, it smells terrible no matter how often I clean, using bleach, using Lysol, whatever, it doesn't matter. It just smells bad. And it smells like a really gross bar bathroom. And that's the only like real comparison I can make, and not a nice bar. We're talking the bar that like you walk in and you're like, yeah, I'm not eating the peanuts out of the bowl type of bar. And so after many years, we've just decided enough's enough. Although a few years ago, we did replace the inside pieces that are in the tank, like the whole flushing mechanism, because it had broken. And so we really have prolonged the life of this toilet as long as we could. But yeah, today is the day.
I told myself that maybe he ain't worth it. Too bad I hate advice. 'Cause out of sight and out of mind is perfect. It's so hard to decide.
Okay, so you can see here that my husband has gotten the bolts off of the side and has disconnected the water supply line. So it's just a matter of us lifting the toilet up and getting it off. He was trying to loosen and disconnect the toilet seat to make it a little bit lighter because that toilet seat's pretty heavy. I think it's like a wood material, but his fingers are a little bit fatter than mine, so he had asked me to come in and see if I could kind of get a good grip on the screws underneath, and even with a glove on, because of course obviously it's gross, and I also was looking for the like traction of the glove. I still couldn't get it, so we just kind of said, screw it, we'll leave it on. He had flushed it and tried to get as much water out as possible, and now we're gonna put it in this bag and get it out of here. Wait till you guys see what is underneath this toilet. Oh my gosh.
He looks at me like I know what he's thinking.
This is disgusting.
Yeah.
Oh my
thinking.
gosh, look at that.
What? Is it all underneath
Look
there?
there.
Yeah, all built up, I know. Yeah, that's from the water it just came out.
Ew. Oh, look at that.
It's from it going under it. That's what was thinking the whole time.
That is so gross.
I'll puke.
Oh, go on, chewing my bones, and when he's done, he's spitting me. Hesitation took us again. Nothing can save us, yeah. I just wanna be around you. I just wanna be three for the night, all in or nothing. Not gonna stop, dance till the morning light. I just wanna be around you. I just wanna be around you.
Okay, so as you saw there, my husband just scraped off all of that disgusting gunk that was built up around the toilet, and this is all the excess wax from the wax ring. So if you're not really familiar with how toilets are installed, underneath there is a wax ring that you put on there, and once it sits on that flange, it creates a tight seal so that there's no leaking of water. And then you just stuck a paper towel in the hole to make sure that nothing would fall into the flange while we were doing any type of construction here. And so this toilet's heavy, guys. It's a one-piece toilet. You can't take the tank off of the bowl. He had the ingenious idea to get a skateboard. So we lifted the toilet on top of the skateboard and we're able to push it right through the house. It actually worked really, really well. And then our super sweet neighbors had a dumpster outside of their house because they're doing some construction, and they said you can, toss the toilet right in our dumpster. So that worked out great. So now I'm gonna come in and get some more things cleared out because next he's gonna get rid of this old floor.
enough time to sort out all the fights, to sort out all the lies. Oh baby, yeah. There was a part of me that knew that, and still I'm caught by surprise. I thought you'd always be mine. I guess our dreams fell asleep. There's no passion in the comatose. Baby going down, 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 down. Baby going down, 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 down. Tried so hard to stay afloat. Yeah, we keep moving like the river goes. Baby going down, 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 down. Yeah. And I thought, it's time I'm letting you go. This time I know it for sure. I just thought I should let you know. Yeah, now, no words, no more, no. I got so high on a low. That's when I love you the most. Now I thought I should let you know. Yeah, now, no words, no more, no.
Okay, so I do want to make note that my husband is a professional flooring installer. This is literally what he does for a living. So he's coming in here now to remove the old LVP, luxury vinyl plank. It's a floating floor, so it literally just comes right out. You can see there underneath the toilet, but the toilet used to sit on top of this marble flooring and all of the staining. Now that was before we even bought this house. And so we basically chose to cover up the marble floor for a couple of reasons. Number one, I didn't really care for the aesthetics of it. And number two, the main reason was it's incredibly slippery when it gets wet. I had slipped and fell coming out of the shower multiple times on this marble floor. And then my husband basically was like, nope, we're getting rid of it. So we tried to actually bust it up, but yeah, it does not come up easily. So the other option was just to put a floor over it, and the LVP just seemed to make the most sense there. So what he's doing is he's scoring the caulk. So he used a caulk on the border there to make sure that no water or moisture would get underneath of the floor. So he's just using a little bit of a, I don't know if it's like a utility knife to score the caulk just to pull the floor up. And then you see him here making piles. So he's making small individual piles that are going to be easy to manage. So he's going to pile them up and then tape them together. And that way he has several bundles that he can easily get out of the room and dispose of, as opposed to just having this large pile of flooring. And so yeah, we're just gonna sit back and watch him work.
Baby going down, down, down. Baby going down, 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 down. And I thought, it's time I'm letting you go. This time I know it for sure. Just thought I should let you know. Now, no words, no more, no. I got so high on a low. That's when I love you the most. Now I thought I should let you know. Now, no words, no more, no. We don't know, no words, no more. We don't know, no words, no more. We don't know, no words, no more, no, no. We don't know, no words, no more. We don't know, no words, no more. We don't know, no words, no more, no, no. Yeah.
Okay, so floor came up pretty quickly. I'm just coming in here now and sweeping up any debris and gonna get this floor nice and clean before we install the new one. So right there where I was sweeping next to the toilet area, there is some duct tape on the floor. So true story here. The previous owners put this entire addition of this house on in, like I said earlier, in 1996. And the way they did that, or I guess how they did that, was somebody, I believe it was somebody in their family, literally won the lottery. And so they were able to put a very large addition on the house, which included this whole master suite area or primary suite, whatever you want to call it. And when they did that, they decided to really go all the way with the bathroom, and they installed marble, as you can see, and a bidet, which is what the area is right next to the toilet there. Well, we have no desire to use a bidet, and I really just didn't want an extra bowl to clean. So before my husband put in the previous floor, the one that he just removed, we had taken the bidet out and he had sealed it up best he could. And the seal seems to be holding really, really well. The duct tape literally looks like it did the day he put it on there. So now I'm just going to finish getting up everything off of the floor and then come back and mop so that it's nice and clean and ready for the new floor.
You got me dancing in your storm, burning everything we know, dressing up as firefighters. You got me dancing in your storm, I'm looking like a breeze, but really you're a forest fire. You got me feeling uncomplicated,
Okay, floor is all nice and clean. I even went over the area where the toilet's gonna go another time to make sure that I got it really clean. And the Simple Green that I use smells really good and fresh, so got that all taken care of. So now my husband's just coming in and bringing in the new floor. Now the key to installing your own LVP, if that's something that anyone's interested in, is you need to pull from multiple boxes. So he had opened 4 separate boxes and he made 4 different piles, and he will be pulling from each pile kind of intermittently. So basically you don't want to stick with just one pile. So you want the pattern to be random and look as natural, I guess, as possible. And in order, or the way to achieve that is to pull from multiple boxes. So he is just cutting in here around this little edge area, and he's gonna get it all good to go and installed.
Best friend.
Oh my gosh, guys, can we just take a moment and say how cute my daughter is? She has an old iPod that obviously doesn't work anymore, but she pretends it's her phone. And she was holding it up as if she was recording my husband. She obviously has been watching me, and I just thought that was the cutest thing ever.
We do this until we couldn't do it. Each and every high, every night with you. You and me so clueless. We were just broken, shattered, singing along to nothing matters. Stray around like nighttime rumors. We were in too deep. In your worn out sweaters, thinking we'll be young forever. Driving in your mom's old hatchback, and we were in too deep. Cause I'm thinking we'll be young, be young, be young. Cause I'm thinking we'll be young forever. Cause I'm thinking we'll be young, be young, be young. Cause I'm thinking we'll be young.
Okay, so here we are. The floor is finished. It's dark outside, so don't mind the lighting. He got it all finished. It took him a couple of hours. You know, kids stopping for dinner and all that stuff. In the previous clips, he was not wearing knee pads because he had them in his work van. But after doing about, I don't know, I guess like to here, his knees were just bothering him. So he went and grabbed his knee pads. So here we are. We are going to stop for tonight. It is now 8:45. And we are going to just call it a night. I had, after he was finished installing, I went through and swept up everything, and then we will resume tomorrow morning with getting the toilet installed. It looks so much better. I mean, obviously toilets are gross, but all right.
Cause I'm thinking we'll be young, be young, be young. Cause I'm thinking we'll be young.
Okay, so we're in the process now where we're thinking, okay, the hard part's done, got the old toilet out, got the new floor in, this should be a breeze. Well, spoiler alert, not a breeze. This turned into a little bit of a nightmare, but let me just show you the good parts. This is well before we knew that our world was going to come crashing down here in a minute. Not literally, of course. He installed the new wax ring, got the new bolts in, and at this point he was just asking me to help him or guide him to set the toilet. So yeah, just take a look and watch and see what happens.
This is called craning it in. Alright, ready? You start going down.
Hold on. All right, I'm good on this side. Are you in on that side? Hold on, stop. It's going to hit the back
Is
thing
it?
here.
Huh? What? It's shutting. You can't turn it on. Hang on. I get down and under like that.
Alright, check your screw.
Alright. I'm like way crooked for some reason. Something. Move your hand. Oh shit, something ain't right, babe.
Okay, so home projects never seem to run smoothly, especially in our house. I don't know, maybe I'm playing the victim role here, but I feel like every time we go to do a project in this house, and we've done a ton, we always run into something. Nothing can ever be straightforward and easy. So we ran into an issue with the toilet, or the base of the toilet being too close to the water supply line, and I'm going to show you here a close-up and explain exactly what I mean, but it was preventing us from the ability to put the toilet on straight. So just when you think everything is going smooth, we hit a hiccup. This new toilet is the exact same model as our old toilet, but the updated version. However, the new version, this base is longer. So it is, if you can see here, it's literally hitting our supply line, which is preventing us from straightening out the toilet. Right now, it's very crooked. You can see here, it's kind of going like this way, and you can see by the gap above the toilet here that it's small here and bigger here because the toilet is sitting like this instead of straight. We can't straighten it out because it's hitting the supply line. So my husband is going to have to remove the toilet, the floor up until here, to chisel out part of the subfloor to see if we can like push this line over. We only need maybe an inch. The problem is, as you've seen from previous footage, the floor underneath of this floor that he just installed is marble. And if you've ever tried to chisel or cut marble, you know it's nearly impossible without like a wet saw or something. So wish us luck. But the other thing that's kind of annoying is the whole reason I repurchased this exact model is because it would fit below the windowsill here. And because it's not straight, I can't try to get the lid on, and I can't tell if it's gonna fit or not. And right now I can't put it on, so it won't fit. So yeah, lovely, fun things that you encounter when you do DIY projects. So we're going to pause on the bathroom refresh, as we'll call it, until my husband gets a chance to get that water line moved. Meanwhile, I figured I would include a dinner prep, I guess. I had some requests to include this more. So this particular evening, I wanted something kind of quick, but still good. So we're going to do onion roasted potatoes with some chicken, and I'm just starting by chopping up the potatoes in bite-sized pieces. I buy these bags of potatoes here because one bag will feed our family. Not everybody in my family eats them, and they're the small yellow potatoes, which are the ones that I actually prefer. And in the past, when I've bought the larger bag of potatoes, they end up just going bad because we don't get a chance to use them all at once. So even though I know it's more expensive to buy the individual bags, it just works better for our family. So I have them chopped up in bite-sized pieces. I'm taking a packet of Lipton onion soup mix and putting it in there, and then I'm going to add a generous amount of olive oil, mix it all up, putting it on a baking sheet and baking on the top rack at 425 for about 20-25 minutes. I like my potatoes pretty well done, not burnt by any means, but pretty well done. I don't like that raw potato taste, so I do them on the top rack as well so that they get nice and crispy. So we're going to pop that in the oven here, and then we're going to move on to the chicken. So for the chicken, I am going to take a pan and put it on the burner and put some olive oil in there. The key to this, and I don't know why it took me later in life to discover this, but oh yeah, real quick, I hate the feeling of chicken on my hands, so I always wear gloves. But anyways, the key to cooking properly is you have to preheat your pan. You do not want to put meat or really anything into a cold pan. So that's why I start with the pan first. I put the pan on the burner, get it heated up on a medium high heat. and let it fully warm up before I add the chicken. So I am seasoning the chicken with the Kinder's The Blend, which is salt, pepper, and garlic. And then I'm adding some paprika. These were kind of thick chicken breasts, so I cut them in half. That way they would cook a little faster. Here I'm just feeling right above, obviously I'm not touching it, but feeling right above the pan to make sure it's nice and hot before I add the chicken. And the other key thing is when you add chicken to a pan, you don't want to overcrowd the pan. I could have fit all of the chicken on there, but then it would have overcrowded it. And so I had to leave one piece off, which I'll add here in a minute because it does shrink down. But while that's cooking, I am going through and wiping with a Lysol wipe. I don't typically use Lysol wipes on my countertops. I kind of save them for disinfecting. But since I did cut up chicken, you know, I'm kind of big on contamination. And so again, while all of that is still cooking, I'm going to come in and wash up whatever dishes I can, and that way I don't have this huge mess at the end of it. So just stick around here. We will get some of these dishes put away, and then I'll talk more about what I'm doing with the chicken. So I tend to get paranoid when I cook chicken, so I always check the temperature and make sure it's cooked to 165. So anyways, now moving on, I've removed the chicken from the pan. I added a large spoonful of garlic and then some chicken broth to deglaze the pan. Let that cook for a minute, a little bit of salt, and then I'm going to come in and add some heavy whipping cream. Now, typically when I make this recipe, I use green onion, and I do that first, but I didn't have green onion this night, just kind of went with it. The green onion does give it a really good flavor, but it'll be fine either way. This was still really, really good. And so I'm going to let that cook up for a minute, and then I'm going to add the chicken back into the pan. This is just creating a really nice, tasty, creamy sauce to go with your chicken. And I didn't make too much sauce, just enough to really coat the chicken on both sides. So putting the chicken back in the pan, flipping it to coat both sides, and then I'm going to come in with some shredded Monterey Jack cheese, my favorite, and add it to the top here. I did run out, so I had to use some Colby Jack mix on 2 of the chicken breasts, but again, it was fine. And then we're going to let that cheese melt and then get ready to serve. I just want to thank you guys so much for watching, and stay tuned to part 2 of the bathroom refresh. That'll be coming out shortly. And I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Like, subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye.